bhfuil fáilte mhór chur ribh an Plean Forbartha Eispéireas Leithinis Chorca Dhuibhne. It's a very historic day today to be launching the Dingle Peninsula Visitor Experience Development Plan, and I suppose secondly to be launching it virtually, which is another first for us in Fáilte Ireland.
I'm very excited to be part of this group that's going to help deliver the Dingle Peninsula Visitor Experience Development Plan. First of all, I would like to welcome you all to this virtual launch and also congratulate everybody who has put in so much work to get it to this stage. What I love most about this is we're working with a group of committed people from various state bodies, and also we're working with loads of different businesses, a cross-section of various businesses throughout the peninsula who already offer incredible tourism experiences. The plan itself is laid out in a very simple plan that we can really identify key objectives and goals and help to deliver these. Even though we all come from different sections, the most exciting part is that we're all working to achieve one goal. One goal then to really help to enrich and enhance all of the experiences that are here and develop some more. And it's going to help take us to the next level. My own background is food through Dingle Cookery School and the Little Cheese Shop. And I've seen firsthand how when a food experience is delivered right and maybe taken to the next level, that it really becomes a world-class experience. I'm also involved in Dingle Food Festival, another example of a food experience where it attracts thousands every year each October and really helps to sort of showcase what we have here on the peninsula. So I look forward to working with all of my colleagues on this project, and I'm hoping, and we're like everybody else, to welcome everybody back to the Dingle Peninsula so they can sample a lot of the experiences we have to offer. So until then, looking forward to seeing you.
My name is Deirdre Devalish and I'm the manager of the Dingle Creativity and Innovation Hub. We're just one of many groups on the peninsula who are working hard to build a flourishing community here, one that thrives for both people living and working here and for our visitors coming here. Our role in the Visitor Experience to Development Plan is to work on initiatives encouraging sustainable mobility, to look after how we transport people here in the peninsula, and also to encourage agri-food and agri-tourism businesses so that we can showcase and allow our visitors to experience the very, very best the peninsula has to offer. The message that we want to send to everyone is you look after your carbon footprint getting here and we look after it while you're here. I said we were one of the many groups working hard here on the peninsula, and I'd like to acknowledge in particular the festivals that are run each year, and in particular in recent times the Dingle Lit Festival and Other Voices and Ireland's Edge, which managed to overcome some of the challenges and put on a show for us in a digital context, and we look forward to those festivals coming back in person this year. All of the groups working here take a lot of pride in our local area, and this was reflected recently in the Condé Nast Award, where Dingle was named one of the 12 most beautiful towns in the country, and we certainly are very proud of that. I'd like to very much welcome the Visitor Experience Plan. Bhfuil fáilte mhór a chur ribh an plan seo, agus tám cinnte leis an grúpa láidir atá goin conné gur bhaim go méimi den ann an Leithinis Chorca seo a cosint agus a cothú dúin is dar gCuarteoirí go léir.
Hi, my name is Becky. I live in Ohio and I love the Dingle Peninsula. It's peaceful, it's beautiful, it has so much to offer and so many things to do. One of my favorite places is Coomy Newell. If you drive around Slayhead, My sister directed me to this, and I found it easily just based on her oral history and the story she told about it, and I love it. It truly is the place where my soul was born. I also found Clogherhead. I love Clogherhead. Also, you have a beautiful view of the Sleeping Giant, which is one of the Great Blasket Islands. As you go on around Slayhead, you also come to Mulcahy Pottery Shop. Louis Mulcahy owns the pottery shop, and he makes all kinds of wonderful stuff. This is just a few of the pieces that I have. And these are some pieces that my granddaughter made there, because you have the opportunity to throw a pot while you're visiting there.
Hi, it's Mr. Lasso Malcaha, Potort na Caloige, so Chorca Dhuibhne. I am Lasso Mulcahy here in Louis Mulcahy Pottery on the Dingle Peninsula. Fáilte Ireland and Plean Forbartha. I think it's a great initiative for the area. I think in terms of highlighting the amount of activities, crafts that are on the peninsula, and in terms of getting visitors to participate and engage with the different crafts and craftspeople on the peninsula. I think it gives them a better insight. For me, the Visitor Experience Development Plan means highlighting everything that is to offer on the peninsula, and I think it benefits the whole peninsula in showing that there's a lot going on here, that whether it's an interest in crafts or an interest in the outdoors, history, culture, language, music, it's all here, and anything that you can experience along the Wild Atlantic Way or in the country you can experience on the Dingle Peninsula, and it's all within manageable distances. So I'd hope people would come and see the Dingle Peninsula as a base to stay, an extended holiday, and it would be more relaxed holiday where there's something for everyone to do.
Here at the Dingle Skellig Hotel, our market is primarily domestic. Our facilities cater for this very well here in the hotel, but our visitors, when staying, the length of stay has increased, and they are continuously looking for new experiences, and as well their expectations are quite high. This launch comes at a very important time, and we have seen the resilience of our peninsula, but now we look at a long-term vision for our visitor experience on a worldwide platform. This plan will support the development of our tourism experience across the whole peninsula. And as an accommodation provider here in Dingle, our guest experience is very important, and to see the possibilities of our guest experiences becoming world leaders is very exciting.
Díomh, is Misha Mór Nivanin, agus is me an NEWKD Seola Plean Forbartha Eispéireas na gCuarteoirí de Leithinis Chorca Dhuibhne Comhghairdeas Ghéanamh leis an grúpa feime a thug an Plean Ireland. Is agraíocht Forbartha náisiúnta Údarás na Gaeltachta a hacaíonn le bunú phobal na Gaeltachta fud na tíre, tí grasachtaí éagsúla a chur fáil a hacaíonn leis an bobal, grasachtaí airgeadis a réimse na fintréachta, na Forbar pobal, na tangan agus an chultúir. Is tionscail anthóchtach í tionscail na trasóireachta don na ceantar Gaeltachta fad fud na tíre le taú leis an mónagar ach na bhéocht áitiúil. Dar nó is áitfhíle í an Gaeltacht tuis go an tanga Ghaelanna fós a labhairt i measc an phobal ann.
A chorda, tá áthas orm má hacaíocht a chuairt don phlean anchábhtach seo do limistéir an dagan. A cabhró go mór le téirneamh na tuarasóireachta sa bhliain amach roin. Guím gach rá ar gach duine a bhfuil buinteacha lena Curry Vine go mór mhór tar éis bliain an dúslánach. I am very pleased on behalf of Kerry County Council to welcome the launch of the Dingle Visitor Experience Development Plan. This will be an important blueprint for the development of tourism on the peninsula over the next 5 years, and very importantly also help inform Kerry County Council's statutory plans, which include the Dingle Local Area Plan, the New County Development Plan, and also the Kerry County Tourism Strategy. I wish to congratulate the members of the Dingle VEDP Implementation Group, including the community, the tourism trade, and the stakeholder participants from Údarás and Gaeltachta, the local development companies, and in particular Chairman Mark Murphy and Vice Chair Deirdre DeVallis for all your hard work in pulling this together. This has been a year like no other, and thankfully, as we're seeing positive signs emerge, now it is really important and very important for us to start the plan for recovery. Offering quality tourism experiences on the Dingle Peninsula is critical, and I welcome very much the emphasis in this plan on activity tourism, on culture and on wellness, all of which are so integral to the Dingle Peninsula. Also, Chorca Dhuibhne, famous for its historic sites, its culture, its heritage, its outdoor events, its outdoor activities, has now become synonymous with sustainable tourism and innovation, and that is very welcome. I want now to thank very importantly the Wild Atlantic Way team within Fáilte Ireland, who have been so dedicated to the county over the last number of years. This is the 4th Visitor Experience Development Plan in the county and marks a very close collaboration between this local authority and Fáilte Ireland. My team here in Kerry County Council and we look forward to working with the implementation group now and with all stakeholders across the community, across trade and across the agencies in Dingle, so that we can implement together the actions set out in this plan. Thank you.
Well, it's been a long road from the beginning when we first started planning and meeting in groups, small groups, and talking about things about the peninsula. To see it actually come to fruition is a fantastic achievement. Can't wait to see what brings in the future. Hopefully thousands upon thousands of tourists and like-minded people and businesses to bring this peninsula to the forefront of Irish tourism. Well, I'm hoping that the plan's going to help not only experiences like myself and the Tom Crean connection to this peninsula, but a broader sense for the village of Honor School and around the place, and increase the amount of knowledge people have on the history and the exciting walks and all the amazing things that can be done on a daily basis in this peninsula that just at the moment people don't know about. And it's fantastic. I'd want to be anywhere else. It's just an amazing place to be. I just love this part of the world.
My name is Anthony O'Shea. I'm originally from Dingle. We're currently living in Atlanta, Georgia. What the Dingle Peninsula means to me as a visitor, it's really made up of a few things. The peninsula itself, it's always been known for its wonderful scenery, whether it's Slea Head or the Connor Pass. But what I've noticed in recent years and heading back there are those many hidden parts, those off the beaten track places such as Kennard Beach, Brandon Point, Oniskull Lake, all absolutely beautiful places in their own right. And similarly, the pubs in Dingle have always been, a huge draw for tourists. But again, what I've noticed about the town is that it has really turned into a great food town. The food scene is wonderful there, from the high-end restaurants right down to the food trucks. You'll notice, a real dedication to making sure the food is organically grown and locally sourced. For instance, on a typical Dingle menu, you're not just getting a sandwich, you're getting a sandwich that's made on, bread from Baku's Bakery, cheese from the little cheese shop, meats from Jerry Kennedy's farm, etc. It's really nice to see that the local suppliers are being highlighted in that way. Something else I've noticed is how good a place it is to bring a family. My daughter Harriet, she absolutely loves going back to Dingle every year, loves going to the aquarium, going horseback riding on the beach, getting a treat at Murphy's Ice Cream. We give her a few euros. She heads downtown, has a wonderful time. It's really, really safe to let her walk around. And it's also great for us. It makes our vacation so much more fun as well. So finally, I think the one thing that we really love about the peninsula as well is all the festivals that take place year-round, such as the Other Voices Music Festival, the Food Festival, the Dingle Marathon. They really extend the year there, and so it's a really good place to go in the off-season as well. I would thoroughly recommend anyone go to Dingle. It's a wonderful place to take a vacation.
We're delighted to be here today at the launch of the Dingle Peninsula VDP plan. It's first of all important that I think we recognise the work that has gone into this so far. It's been a long road. The people who started off this have done a lot of engagement with a lot of people across the community. The implementation group, the different stakeholders, the different businesses, Fáilte Ireland for their instigation to get this off the ground and to work it through. Going forward, we see this as something that we can start positioning different projects and different activities for guests coming down the line that are arriving on the peninsula. It's great to have new strings to our bow, and it's also exciting then to see how these things will develop. For us, this is only the start today. We think this will be a very interesting few years coming on board, and after, I suppose, the current difficulties in the current climate, to have something this to look forward to take our product, which is tourism, to a new market and a new outlook. We're delighted, and we can't wait for the rollout and the work that will go into this.
The bars in West Kerry in particular, I think they're very of great importance, like culturally. I think that the tourism offering is really strong, that people get a great enjoyment out of it when they come and visit, that they get to mingle with the locals and meet them and have the crack with them, and having local food, a local offering. Obviously we're very lucky with the local musicians and that we have on the peninsula, like that live music is such a huge thing for people coming from, not alone from Ireland, but from all over the world. When they come here, that they get something that's kind of all-encompassing, that you get a little bit of an insight into how people live. You get to experience their food and their culture and their music and everything. And I think that's really important, that we look at it and see how we go forward as best as possible. Captain leis an plan seo tá sé anna háchtach de Muintir Chorca Dhuibhne foichantid leis an cheangal idir le bhéir den na bíalanas na tachtarna agus na feramóí agus gachar de chuile chéile duna turas a choirí go tá de féicantar rud ará ó seo íosc as bábhréine nó seo portá nó Jo consort an rud a bheith cóláidir le seo bí a Chorca Dhuibhne bhéidir le agus Jo tá an plan seo bheith seansagin rudí cosúla sin a dhéanamh agus bhéidir bheith obair leis na feramóí agus bhéidir gur obair le íoscrocht agus gachtainna chun sort brand bheith gin bhéidir ó héamh bí like.
If somebody comes to you and they stay with you for a week and they do 2 or 3 days and it's lovely and it's fantastic and they see all the little activities around the area, but they've done them in 2 or 3 days, and if the sun isn't shining and we've a bit of liquid sunshine, people want to travel. So if they travel and they see places that they can use, like the beauty if there's liquid sunshine, send them over to us. They're getting wet anyway, so you might as well put on a wetsuit, they still get the beach in. But at the end of the holiday, they'll turn around and say, you know what, we stayed at that place, it was fantastic as a base because we went to camp, we went to Castle Gregory, we went over to Brandon, we went back Ballydavid, and what a fantastic place to stay, because even the days that were less than ideal and had lots of liquid sunshine, we still got to go other places, so as a base it was fantastic. They'll just say, wow, I didn't even get it done in one holiday, I'll have to come back again. And I think that's where the plan will come into its own, where we all know what's happening, where we all help each other, where we all kind of cross-market, promote each other and give them options and give them other destinations to go, because we have it all. All we have to do is just work together.
Tá anátar a bhean seo chun an Plean Forbartha Chorca Dhuibhne a cheola ón Baile agus a Curry Vine. The Dingle Peninsula is a wonderful and much-loved tourism destination, and this destination and experience development plan is a commitment to the visitor, the industry, the community and the environment, that we will continue to develop its offering and ensure that the true essence of this magical place can shine. This plan will address how we'll improve the visitor experience through visitor and traffic management, how we'll create new experiences that will bring visitors to all of the peninsula. We'll promote longer stays, repeat visitors, and we'll protect the wild landscape that's made this beautiful area a must-do destination in Ireland and a vital part of the Wide Atlantic Way. Fáilte Ireland created this plan with Kerry County Council and Údarás na Gaeltachta, and in partnership with our industry and the communities of Chorca Dhuibhne. I'd like to thank everyone who's engaged with us to date on this plan, and I'd particularly like to thank Mark Murphy, our Chair, and Deirdre Vallis, our Vice Chair. Is áit tríochtúil I Chorca Dhuibhne, agus áit tanú go mór le bheith an ann ar rianta ríiste daoine comhlú agus is féidir. Gur míle maidí.
A chár de fáilte ó córcum an forbal na trúi, Clachan Brennan. Tá anna ásarum a bhain seo I gcór an lán seo. I want to congratulate all those who were involved in putting it together, the Dingle Implementation Group, the stakeholder participants and Fáilte Ireland. The plan for these community groups on the peninsula is to provide experiences, and in our case we have a lot to offer. Since I came into this parish I have experienced things that are wonderful and personal to me. The first one is the Teen Town Ceol experience, started long ago by Maura Begley. When you pluck up the courage to do something maybe for the first time in front of an audience, by the fireplace, the feel-good factor with the applause afterwards is just great. We've had people coming off the mountains after a long day's trekking and ending up in the Teen Town Ceol, where they mix with locals for 2 hours in the evening time, sharing music, stories, dances, jokes, and topping it all then with tea and scones. Cloisic tuagus bólig tú le go leor daoine láithre Gaeilge leat, agus is féidir bula leo Maiden Café chun é cleachta, óir sa teachtain nuair a bhíonn sé ar siúl. Other experience that I find exuberating is discovering the many different walking routes to the mountains, lakes, rivers, beaches, the sight and sound of waterfalls after the rain. Then on a clear day watching the views for miles. On these walks you will come across the archaeological sites, even abandoned ruins of villages. My memory of seeing Sauce Creek and the Loch of Doon for the first time is something I'll never forget. The experience of waiting for the evening sun rays hitting inside the wedge tomb during the equinox. Being present on the 21st of June for the summer solstice, when the morning sun rays draws a parallel line to the standing stones in Clonsharock. Yes, I have caught mackerel off Brandon Pier and out on the boat while around me gannets were diving and dolphins were jumping. I am not great at diving myself, but jumping off Brandon Pier was on my bucket list. But I leave that to the youngsters of today to show how that is really done. We hope to have a buncamper or a base camp built and established here someday to cater for those looking for information and equipment to hire on all activities, where our numerous local artists can display their work all in one place, and offices to let for people who might like to work while staying longer in the area and enjoying the experiences in their own time. The Visitor Experience Plan provides an important role for creating opportunity for communities and smaller areas like Brandon and Clahan to enhance their visitor experience offering and to gain larger visitor numbers. The plan is coming at an important time and will help recover after the COVID-19 crisis.
Tá mid ag snú go mór le bheith ag obair leis an grúpa fáimithe chun an plan a Choirí Dhuibhne. Mór bhuachas le gach éine. Gur míle maith agad.